Christopher Columbus and everything that he accomplished are whole lies. Lies, I tell you, lies. 1492, he sailed the ocean blue. He ain't do none of that. He did it, but hey, he wasn't the first one to do that. Evidence has shown that black people and Africans made it to Americas way before Christopher Columbus. So in this video, we will take a look at these evidence in order to show you how history could be misrepresented and just how much black people has been discredited when it comes to the achievements of this world. The first piece of evidence is from Columbus himself. In one of his journal entries, he confirmed that the Native Americans, black-skinned people, had come from the southeast in boats, trading in gold-tipped spears. Furthermore, he wasn't the only European explorer who made note of African presence in the Americas. At least a dozen other explorers, including Vasco Núñez de Balboa, also made record of seeing Negroes when they reached the New World. The accounts match up with the reports for the natives of Mexico. Nicholas Leon, an eminent Mexican authority, recorded the oral traditions of his people and ultimately kept track of a key piece of evidence that black people made it to the New World far before their European counterparts. His reports reveal accounts from natives saying the oldest inhabitants of Mexico were blacks. The existence of blacks and giants is commonly believed by nearly all the races of our cell, and in their various language, they have words to designate them. Moving on, the discovery of American narcotics and Egyptian mummies adds to the case. The narcotics that were discovered by archaeologists are only known to be derived from American plants, and they included South American cocaine from the Eroxylon and nicotine from the Nicotiana tabacum. According to a toxicology report, these compounds made their way to Africa through the transatlantic trade that predate Columbus's arrival by thousands of years. On the flip side, there has been a lot of artifacts from ancient Egypt discovered in the Americas. According to David Imhotep, Egyptian artifacts found across North America, from the Algonquian writings on the East Coast to the artifacts and Egyptian place names in the Grand Canyon, are all signs of an early arrival in the Americas by Africans. Additionally, there has been many instances of archaeologists discovering skulls and skeletons that they believe clearly belong to the people of African descent. African skulls were discovered at Olmec sites in Tlatelolco, Cerro de las Mesas, and Monte Alban. Even more ancient African skeletons that were clearly predate Columbus's arrival in the Americas were discovered throughout Central America and South America, with some even being unearthed in what is now California. Moving on, constructing pyramids was a highly sophisticated and complicated task, and it took the ancient Egyptians a lot of time to master. The progression from the original step pyramid of Djoser to the more sophisticated pyramids that now stand at Giza are the evidence of progression. And according to historians, it will be impossible for any group of people to have built those same complex pyramids without going through the same progression as Egyptians. However, there is the presence of completed pyramids in La Venta in Mexico with no evidence of any earlier forms of the pyramids. So with that in mind, Professor Everett Borders chopped it up to it being a sign that Africans, having already mastered the construction of pyramids in Egypt, sailed over to the New World and constructed these dual-purpose tombs and temples in the Americas. Moreover, there are also colossal carved heads in central Mexico that serve as even more evidence that Africans sailed to the New World before Columbus. The heads are clearly crafted in the likeness of Africans by the Olmec civilization, which was the first significant civilization in Mesoamerica and deemed mother culture of Mexico by some historians. The same civilization was also responsible for introducing written language, arts, sophisticated astronomy, and mathematics to Mesoamerican civilization. But regardless of all these facts, some people insist that Africans couldn't make it to the New World first simply because they didn't have the skills and resources to sail across the Atlantic. However, as it turns out, that is completely false. Historians have discovered evidence that Africans were masters at building ships, and that shipbuilding was actually part of their tradition. And cave wall paintings of ancient ships were displayed in the National Geographic magazine years ago. The myth that Africans wouldn't have been able to sail to the New World becomes officially debunked. So with that in mind, I don't want to hear nothing about Columbus. 1942, sailed the ocean. You ain't sell nothing. Columbus, you caught. You got caught in 4K. We got 4K evidence of Africans arriving to America before you, bum. And to all you bums still supporting dude, get out your bubble. The truth is there. The evidence is there. But they want to keep on perpetuating the lies. Because why? It benefits them. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I'm here.